It's on.
Make sure I bang on my earpiece or something.
Nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of the wicked kingdom, also known as Babylon, also known as Egypt, also spiritually known as Nineveh in the Holy Scriptures. And also to announce the deliverance of the children of Israel, the 144,000 and the 1/3. But before we do so, we're going to give praise to the Most High and His Son in the ancient Hebrew, in the Paleo tongue, and honor to our elders. So I'm going to say, Kal, Halayim, La, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah. All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders, and Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwathim, which means brothers and sisters that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth, because that's what this is about. Believing in sincerity and in truth. There's no other way to turn to the Father. Can somebody get that? Let's start off with that. Ephesians, let's say, worship Him in sincerity and truth. Let's start off with that one, man. All right. Now, what triggered this topic today? I was watching an interview with that guy. I think he called himself Smart. It's this guy from New York. And I'm gonna let the music pass too. You all right? What's up, man? You all right? So I was watching this video with this guy they call Smart. And he one of them people that talk, about black freedom, black wealth, the black man is God and all this stuff, man. And he was talking on the podcast with a woman that was disrespecting him, Eve, a so-called Negro woman. And he was explaining to her, saying that he's a god and she's a goddess. But they looking at it from the wrong view. You know what I mean? So we want to get some understanding on that, what the Lord meant by that. I have said ye are gods, man. And the mindset we should be in, and not envying the wicked, not envying these devils. Because the Lord is about to make it so they envy us. All right? What was that? Chris Rock said it. He said, ask a so-called Caucasian man if he wanted to be a so-called black man. He said, I'll be anything but a black man.
Also, he was basically like, you can ask one of them if they would trade places.
There you go.
Yeah, if they would trade places with the black man, they wouldn't. They can be the poorest Edomite there is, and they wouldn't trade places with the richest black man, man.
Yeah. But when the Lord returns, he said, to what end is it for you? Somebody get that? So what end is it for you? All right. So, but when the Lord returns, they're gonna wish. He said, though he sought it carefully with tears, they're gonna wish that they could be just one of us. They could just sit at the gate. Somebody got it? The other one, first one, the actual.
Joshua. It's Joshua, chapter 24, verse 14.
No, spirit and truth.
John 4.
John chapter 4, verse 24. God is a spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth.
22.
This is John chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father and in spirit and in truth.
Can you read that one more time, brother?
God. This is John chapter 4, verse 22.
Right.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
Right.
For salvation is of the Jews.
Right. So we know that salvation is for the Negro, Latino, and Native American man. Even if they're scattered amongst these other nations, looking like these other nations. So we don't know who's who according to color. That's why we're not supposed to be like Black Panthers out here right now. You know what I mean? Going around everything black. It's not about that. Israel is a speckled bird. We're scattered as the Lord said we were going to be as the sand of the sea. And you got all kind of different color sands on the earth. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead.
Verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
See that? So now we're in the time to where we're moving to the hour of temptation. to where the hour of temptation is going to lead up to the MOTB. We call it the MOTB, meaning the mark of the beast. All right. Yep. Somebody grab it. Got it. All right. No, you can't get you the camera guy. Somebody go grab it. All right. So this is what's going to lead to. This is that hour of temptation that's going to come upon the whole world, and where you're going to have to make a choice. And if you don't make a choice by the time this get here, the Lord gonna make that choice for you. Ooh. All right. It's not one of them things where you can decide when you get here. You got to decide it now. You know. So he said, "What the hour cometh when those that worship Him, what
shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth."
Right, in spirit and in truth. Not only according to the laws, but according to the spirit of truth. You know, because a lot of people call themselves Israelites on this earth right now. But that's when it goes to Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. You know, so not everybody's gonna have the truth. They can be just a valley of bones, like this guy here, back of bones. Yeah, sorry about that, man. They're gonna call me that when I get old, man. It's coming. They're gonna say, "Look at this little sack of bones here." That's what they're gonna say to me. So people could just be a whole area of bones with no spirit, right? An army of skeletons. You know what I'm saying? The army of the dead. So, go ahead, brother.
For the Father seeking such to worship Him.
Right, so the Lord is seeking that, man. The Most High is seeking such to worship Him. But guess what? As the Most High is seeking, fishing through a sea of people, seeking the one that's going to worship Him on this earth, you know, worship the Most High on this earth. But guess what? Seeking who made the devour. The devil, like a roaring lion. Yep, let's get every. So, yep, as the Most High is seeking us out, the devil is seeking everybody out. All right. So you got. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It's Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Right, so he's bringing that great wrath, man, putting fear in people. Somebody get that.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8.
Seek to make devour.
Walk it. Yeah, come.
Yep.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about.
I'm slow down. So read again.
Be sober.
So you're supposed to be sober, not going to these churches, not dealing with Christianity, not dealing with Islam, not dealing with what else they got? Masonry, huh? Hindu, you got black people Hindu?
Yeah. Surprise.
You're not dealing with Hinduism, Buddhism, witchcraft, voodoo. Yeah. See, the Lord said, "Be sober," meaning what? Be clear-minded, be calm too. Go ahead.
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant. Yeah, be vigilant. How do you be vigilant? You'll be paying attention to everything that's going on in the world. All right, around the world. The wars, they affect everything here. The dollar, it affects everything here. The currency, you know. But what you hear about P. Diddy? Or that chick name, what's her name? See? See, how do y'all know what I'm talking about? See that, though, right? That's the main one they pushing in our face right now. Sexy Red. Look, he said it too. That's crazy, right? They program. That's the name. That's the name they pushing in the media. All right. Now she's not even the baddest one out there, but they got her in everybody's face. Go ahead.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour.
Woo! So they, as a roaring lion, man, they roaring right now, pushing this new world order, pushing fear, pushing lies, deception through the internet media, taking more control of us through privacy, taking away our privacy. You know what I mean? Putting out there that we teaching hate speech. You know, demonizing us, our people as well. So the devil's going about seeking who he may devour. Look at that damn Coachella. I think it was Coachella. It was like a concert yesterday. I didn't watch it, but it just popped up in my feed. Coachella, and they had this dude Lil Uzi Vert on there. Oh man! They had him up there voguing. Shit. Oh. I mean, yeah, right. So they said, "Yo, crowd goes crazy when Uzi Vert started voguing." It's like, yo, we know what voguing used to be.
I know exactly.
So he was doing that with red hair, twisting and all this weird stuff. So I was like, yo, he's clearly a devil worship. You know what I'm saying? So what came to my mind was Albert Pike. The Albert Pike plan, where they were going to do, send out the agentures of the Illuminati. Pushing that ideology that if somebody serves the devil, they'll get rich. Think about it.
Faustian bargain.
Huh?
The Faustian bargain. Basically like selling their soul for riches. For that consolation process spoken of in the scriptures.
Come on, man. Right? Consortium barley.
Yeah. The Faustian bargain.
The Faustian bargain. Bargaining their damn soul.
Hey, come on. And if I may add on too, a prime example, the rapper that the elder just used, Lil Uzi Vert, speaking on how you have to sell out in order to become up there in that top of echelon, man. His name itself, you say it a certain way, you put it together, say it as in one word, it's Lucifer, man. Hey, so even with that, man, it's just devil worship, man. If you want to be up there, you got to be a part of it. You know?
Come on, brother. I was, man, my blood was boiling last night watching that shit.
Hey, Con, he also said that he gonna take that shit Elon Musk came out with
the Neuralink and all that.
He said he gonna take it.
He gonna do it.
Yeah, he's the one implanted that damn diamond.
Oh, that. Remember that? So they were going crazy over this dude yesterday. I watched it with the sound off. That's what I do. I watched it with the sound off. That way I can see their movements. You know, you can really see they're a demon, and you'll see people movements more. So I watched it with sound off. But the thing is, man, they're using people like that, pawns, to seek who they may devour, to seek who wants to be a part of that. You know, who want to be a part of this world. He set the world in their heart. That's right, man. Somebody got a precept? That's right. So as the Most High is going about searching for some to worship him in spirit and in truth, you know, the Most High, the devil is going about seeking his too, whom the Lord going to pass over to them. All right, because when Paul would see that a brother was being wicked, he said he would cast them to Satan, meaning leave them out there, so they would go about their way and the devil would get them, you know, deceive them. You know what I mean? Or you could be amongst the brothers, and you'll be what? Amongst the council of the wise. You have answers and things like that, because there's gonna be a cry for wine in the streets, meaning they're gonna need answers. You know, and the devil gonna be right there, like, look. Let me introduce you to my colleague, Little Uzi Verdi. Somebody else has this too? Yeah, let's run these precepts real quick. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He has made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that Yahweh make it from the beginning to the end.
There you go. So even now, even in the end, they can't find it out unless the Lord deals with them, unless the Lord has predestined them to get this truth. So you're seeing that he was predestined for that. You know, Lil Uzi Vert, people like that. They all talking about J. Cole, the other guy's name, Kendrick Lamar and all that. But at the same time, you got bombs going off. You got World War III kicking off. You got a dollar crash right at the doorsteps. You got them putting out terror threats right here on American soil, off of stuff that America's government is doing. Chanting death to America. See that?
In that movie.
Huh?
Which was in the Leader Up Behind movie.
Oh, I still didn't see that. I saw the beginning of it. I fell asleep. I gotta watch it. I saw the boat part. The boat was coming on the water.
Oh, damn. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
If I may add on too, hey, that shows you too how our people are just even the heathens too as well, man. They have the ostrich syndrome. They got their head stuck in the ground in a hole, you know. They're not paying attention to their surroundings. They're not watching what's going on. That's why the Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi told us to measure the time diligently within itself. He told us to watch, man, to see the things going on. All right, as the elder went into his lesson, all right, what's going on with Iran? How Israel attacked them during Ramadan, man. You know they're gonna want some get back. Even also before that, the whole thing with their General Soleimani a few years ago, man. You know everything is on the table right now. So they say an attack is imminent, man. You know, hey, so one is coming, all right. Whether it be today, whether it be tomorrow, you just gotta be prepared, man. If you constantly doing the things of the Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi, hey, the Lord Yahawashi Yahawashi is gonna have you protected, all right. When that sneak attack comes, all right. So that's why you have to watch. Like,
They got a track record of doing that. During the time of the Maccabees, they came and attacked us during our Sabbath day. And that first time, we didn't fight back.
That's right.
You know? But what did Judah say? Let him try it again. These other nations going to have that same mindset dealing with Esau, man. Everybody's tired of his shit. Everybody's tired of the bully running around on the earth. Eventually, the bully going to get punched in the mouth, and then everybody going to see, oh, that bully got fear just like how we got fear. And what are they going to say? Is this the man that did weaken the nations?
Yep. Yeah, because the way Esau thinks, we're talking about the Caucasian race. You know, the way they think, they don't look at you like human. They look at you like 3/4 of a human. 3/5 of a human, less than a damn dog. They treat dogs better in this society. They got animal rights. You know, and the way these devils think. I was watching a news report earlier about Iran. They said, yeah, Iran's being prideful. They said, yeah, it's just Iran being prideful, so that's why they're ramping up for a strike. Like, no, man, you kill somebody's family members, and you tell them they being just like they did with the Gadites, the North American Indians. They said we were being prideful. You know, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. When we try to look at Nat Turner, when he fought back, they said, look at this criminal.
No, they say insubordinate.
Trying to get free. What the hell wrong with you?
A prime example of that, I watched a documentary on that movie, Birth of a Nation, and I forgot the guy's name who was the star of it and directed it, but but he went back to the plantation where the whole revolt started at, and the plantation owner at that time, his ancestors are still there, and so the question was asked about how do you feel about Nat Turner's revolt against your people, and there was a whole bunch of disgust and hatred, as if like nobody's supposed to fight for their freedom.
See that?
He killed my great-great-grandfather in cold blood, man. I love the guy. You know.
And that's of their own. Yeah.
God.
All right, man.
God.
All right, so let's get these precepts and we'll get back to the lesson too, the ones I called for earlier.
Amos 3.
It's going back off.
Go ahead. Then you had yours first. And then,
This is 1 Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
Right. So that's the love of money. Not that money is evil. Yeah, the currency that they have is built upon masonry. You know, it is evil. Those symbols are evil. But money is just money. It's something that's in circulation. All right, something that's monetized.
Which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith.
Right. So so the love of the money is what makes them evil. You know, the Lord said, choose what you're going to choose. He said, what? You can't serve God and mammon? Go ahead. It's on there.
Oh, not on this one. It says, and pierce themselves through with many sorrows.
There you go. So these people, they pierce themselves through with many sorrows. So what's coming here? Destruction. All right, many sorrows, dollar crash. Iran striking America with missiles, with Russia. That's what's coming here. A lot of death, more plagues, you know? All right?
It's Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
Yeah, so these devils, they desire the day of the Lord too in these Christian churches. But what?
So woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
See, the Lord is looking for something that's going to worship him in spirit and in truth. You know, not people that's dealing with him with worldly knowledge, universities or churches, you know, seminaries from these churches, yeah, seminary art schools. You know, the Lord wants you to deal with him in spirit and his truth. So when they deal with his name, what's the true name? When they're dealing with his son, what's his son's true name? What's the true language that was first on this earth? Hebrew. So that's what we should be dealing with. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Right, so that's called all hell breaking loose. It's going to be nothing but destruction. But they'll teach you that the Lord will come down and hand out flowers and receive the whole world. So you're going to take RuPaul too, huh? You know what I'm saying? No, RuPaul get first class seats in America, not on the chariots. You're gonna get zapped by those chariots. All right, go ahead, brother. Oh,
this is Book of Revelation,
and
chapter 19, at verse 11. And I saw heaven open,
And behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
Yep.
So back to the point that the elder just made, he's judging in righteousness. Go back to the law, statutes, and commandments. That doesn't fit RuPaul at all.
He ain't focused, but yeah.
But no, I'm saying the lifestyle is the focus.
Yep.
And everybody that can't turn to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, sincerity, and truth are conformed to some way. It might not be like RuPaul. It might be like Diddy, or it might be like Beyonce. It might be like Jay-Z, or it might be like Elon Musk. Because you got a lot of people that are falling for his shenanigans and bullshit that are going to be led right to the slaughter, man.
Right. What was that? Flip Wilson? Remember Flip Wilson? Mm-hmm. They said he died and they took all his stuff, man. He wrote out his will and it didn't even matter. Esau was right there waiting for him to die. You see that? So what they'll do is they'll lead. So that old trick never changed. So look at Whitney Houston. Look at Michael Jackson. You see that? So it's not about, look at Diddy. See, they try to drive them to the brink of death. And then when they die, they take the money. You see that? When they go to jail, they take the money. So the goal is they don't take the money while the person's alive. Look at Kanye West. Young Thug. Now he in jail, they going after that. But while he is out, they'll put him in a bad light, demonize him, and put that pressure on him. R. Kelly. Now he in jail, now they getting the money. You see that? So that's the goal, man. So the Lord's saying, yo, man, they've gone so far in this world. Anyway, I'll find that one. But our people have gone too far into this matrix to where this matrix is more real than the spirit world. Go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. It says, no man can serve two masters.
Right. No man can serve two masters, man. You got to choose one. Go ahead.
For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Right. So you're going to get your money. The Lord said what? Money shall be used as a defense. But he said just don't love the money. Don't submit to the system. Why? Because if you following that trail of that dollar, chasing after the dollar the whole time, it's going to lead them to that oven. It's going to lead them to that digital form of that money. Go ahead.
Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon.
Right. Mammon just means riches or treasures. So you can't serve this world. Look at P. Diddy and them. That tried to get out of the ghetto. Oh, we still in the ghetto. The whole internet is the black neighborhood and the Puerto Rican neighborhood. It's just on the internet now. You walk past people on your street, you'll see them talking, gossiping over here, arguing over here, fighting over here, playing ball, killing.
Shaking that.
It's all on the internet community, as they call it now, the internet community. All right. So now they created this whole digital world that they wanted to create. Now if somebody get killed on Moncrief, they'll know about it all in Europe because they got us all connected through the internet right now. You see that?
Hey, Con, that's like how they used to do during the times of slavery. They'll get the strongest Jake, tie him up to the horse, whatever the case may be. They'll put the sugar cane mill, they'll put him in a pot of sugar, pour the hot sugar on him. They get the strongest one and make him as an example to the rest of the ones that try to rebel and anything like that. So it's just like with today's time, they put it on the masses of the media, man.
Yep. Yep. Go ahead, brother. I ain't let the scripture speak.
All right. This
Yep.
1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. It says, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh.
Right, man. Go ahead. You can speak on.
Okay.
Hey.
So basically, like while everybody's chasing, while our people are being pulled further and further into this matrix, why? Because the Lord put the world in their hearts, and the Lord made the world, and He made everything beautiful in His time, right? So they're so focused on the world, right? Because like just how John the Revelator was marveled at the whore, these people are marveling in the matrix, man, right, being caught up. But the Lord, the ones that He wanted dear to Him, He said, now we have received not the spirit of this world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given unto us of Yahweh. But the ones that have the spirit of the world, they're not going to know. So they are being circumspect, but they're being circumspect to the things that are going on in this matrix. The falsehood that's going on in this matrix. They pay close attention to that. They can tell you anything about any rapper, any basketball player, any singer,
Fighting.
They can tell you anything about that. But what are the prophecies of the Lord? What is Daniel chapter 7? What is the MOTB? They're not going to know. But those are things that are freely given to the ones that are able to worship Yahawashi Yahawashi in sincerity and in truth.
Yeah, they can tell you. They can tell you about the next draft and every player on every team. You know,
parlays.
Yeah, man. This is 2 Ezra 4:2. Just to back up your point. Thy heart have gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High?
Damn.
You see that? So once somebody's mind goes too far in this world, it's hard for them to comprehend the ways of the Most High unless He tells us. You see that?
Well, let me keep going there.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 13.
Yep.
All right, 12. No, let me read 12 again. 1 Corinthians 2:12. Now we have received not the spirit of this world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given unto us of Yahweh, which things also we speak not in the words of which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Right.
But the natural man receiveth not the things of Yahweh, all right, the things of the spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
See that? So this truth is spiritual. You know, a carnal man can't understand it. Yep. When he said the things that are freely given to us. What's the things that are freely given to us? Grace, salvation, wisdom. We ain't do anything to deserve that. So it's a free gift. You know what I mean? That the Lord has given to us right now. Precept. I did. That was you. No, yeah, you had like a couple of
This is Romans chapter 8. Just to back up the Bishop Kanaka and what he brought out. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 5. It's so like verse 6. It says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So to be carnally minded, just like the bishop was saying, and the precept that the elder brought out, you know, having a worldly mindset, i.e. a carnal mindset, that is death. That is spiritual death, and eventually it leads to a physical death. And it says, but to be spiritually minded, to be focused on Yahawashi, to be focused on what the Lord wants from you, the things of the spirit, that is life and peace. You know, that is life. That is how you stay above, above the water.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because that's being connected to the source. What happened when you pull the lamp out of the wall? The plug out of the wall. It loses power. And what are we? We're Yasha Allah. He is a prince with the powers. So once you disconnect it from the source, we're here with no power. We're dead. That's death. That's darkness. So you know what I mean?
And that's an example of spiritual death. That's exactly how I explained to my son the difference what real death is. Like that, but even though that vessel has no power, it's spiritually dead, but you can plug it back in, right? Because the vessel isn't broken. So you can plug it back in. So we were all, our lights were all turned off at one point in time, but the elect have been plugged back into the source the way they know the things that are freely given unto us by Yahweh, by Shem Yahawashi.
Right, Most High gave them that Teddy P judgment. Turn them off.
Turn them off.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Yep.
For this cause, God gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So even the women. See, so this, what was the part I want to catch? That first part. Can you read that again?
Who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
See that? So it started with our people too. Look at it, Jake. Look at all this pepper and the salt on here. Bunch of Jakes on there. Changing the truth of the Most High into a lie. So that's why the Lord is seeking those that worship Him in spirit and in truth now. Who's going to stand with the Lord, with Yahweh? All right? And the last part, just the last part.
Verse 26, for this cause, Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi gave them up unto vile affections.
Vile affections, man. So the Lord gave them over, 2/3 over. All right, us, we answered the call. Ever since Abba Bivens, Elder Apostle Tahar, King Mashah, you know, all the way up till today. You answering the call. The brothers, they getting pulled, right? We got ears to hear and eyes to see. But 2/3 of our people, it said, what was the next part? Even their women.
And likewise, For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Because you remember, well, I'm from the 80s. He from a little further. We remember when it was just like, look, man, I can't really say what I want on here, but I remember walking in the street and you'll see one of them. And they would run and hide. Well, they try to man up, act like they wasn't, because it was a shameful thing. And you'll see a lot of men that was kind of moving towards that. And you go, oh man, buddy tripping. He's you know what I mean? But in the girl, they call him I can't say it, but like bull day. Yeah, they call him bull day. Tomboy. That was like a code word for it, but they wasn't doing all the stuff they doing now. So it got so bad in America now to not only has it corrupted the men, it's corrupted the women and the children now. You see what I'm saying? Even they have gone and started misusing their natural use. What's a woman's natural use? Is to have babies. And this whole mindset that they pushing now is about depopulation. They want to go against that. They want to have a woman kick the man out of the house. They want to have a woman, masculinity. They want to have the woman with women. When you go to the club, what you see? Them dancing together. And it's like, damn, I want a piece of that. And so you say something like, damn, sir, you fine as hell. You're like pervert. Like, yo, what the?
You just thirsty?
You just thirsty.
Yeah, give me something to drink.
Toxic energy. You know?
Everything's toxic that shows a form of alpha masculinity.
Right. So they want to do away with the natural use that the Lord set us up to be. He said a woman, she's supposed to cover her head when she's praying. Her hair is given to her for a covering, a natural covering, before she even put a hair wrap on. And and the man is supposed to have a beard, if you can, grow one, or just a male look. I know, right? Like, damn. No, I'm talking about the have your head uncovered, and the woman supposed to cover her head, but a woman has long hair to show that she's feminine. When the Lord was creating male and female, the female is supposed to have long hair, and the male is supposed to have shorter hair. That's what he said. You know what I mean? But in this society, you get them little Uzi Verdes. All right. In this society that Esau built, they say you can do as you want, do as thou wilt. That goes back to masonry, devil worship. All right, precepts. We'll run all of them. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 2.
You got yours already?
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. And I bring that out that, hey, we are not the world is study moving left toward wickedness. We're supposed to go right. We're supposed to go toward the Lord, right, and seek His face and seek the salvation that He promised us.
Yeah, not seeking Pokemon. That was the best of I was right. But he said what? Be renewed.
Yeah, your mind.
Be renewed by what?
He said by the renewing of your mind.
All right, here you go. By the renewing of your mind. What's the word renewing right there? Meaning refresh. See that? Be refreshed, man. We were dead. Now they're like, I'm gonna refresh you. Being weary in this place. Walking around thinking we were just black, seeing no kind of way out of this. Just like Tupac. What did he say? I'm young and I'm hopeless. Hopeless. But the Lord said, now we got hope in Yahawashi, man. Hope in salvation. What else would we have to hope for? Nothing. Nothing, man.
And it's funny that they walk around playing Pokemon, because if you think about it, Esau's a Pokemon trainer and 2/3 Jake's on the Pokemon. He's trying to catch them all.
He's trying to catch them all.
He's trying to catch them all. He's using the system to catch them all, man.
Like a beast seeking he may devour.
Yep. But the Lord prayed that he should lose none. None of the elect. All right, let's get these precepts. Go ahead, brother.
God, this is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 10.
Yep.
Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Right, so these devils, wherever they go, like, what, brother? They say, the scriptures say they enlarge their desires as hell. All right, so his coming, when they say, hey, we about to do this, just know that it's adversarial it's in adversity to Yahawashi, to righteousness. Everything they do is in darkness and works of darkness. You know? What's everybody's favorite guy? What's his name? That guy there? Joel Osteen. You know, leave your bank account empty and clean. All right, so what? Who's coming is after the workings of Satan, man. So this new world order that they want, it's an adversity, meaning competition to the Lord's kingdom that's coming, righteousness. Go ahead, brother.
With all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness.
With all deceivableness, they pushing, man. That's why we like, yo, is that possible? They really doing it? Yeah, they doing it. They sit back and they think about it. They come up with plans. They have G20 meetings, summits and shit, and meeting up at the Bilderberg groups and all that. All right, and they come up with plans on how they can deceive everybody, man. Masonry. Go ahead.
In them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
Right. So that's why the scriptures call America, Babylon, the mother of harlots. Why? Read that part again. So, because she helps to birth 2/3 of our people into becoming idol worshipers. Go ahead.
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
That they might be saved.
See that? So that, you know, instead they love this world. They love money. You know, the dollar says, "In God they trust." You know, right? That's their power. So they say money is power, but the word God, that's our power. We know everything comes from Him. You know, go ahead, brother.
And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them a strong delusion.
Right. So why is it that on Chinese dollar it don't say that? It's America. They pushing an agenda. You know,
it's like if I make Esau his firstborn son Eliphaz, man, which means my God is a fine gold, man. So that literally is their God, all right? So, hey, that's one of the reasons why you see it on the back of their money, man. That's their God. That's who they worship, all right? Their gold, all right? You know, and then also it's blinding our people too as well, 2/3 of our people. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Hey, first thing, hey, shit, got to get to the money, got to make the show. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If you ain't talking money, I don't want to hear it. All right, hey, man, hey, shit, that's how you should be about the Lord, Yahawashi, man. If it ain't about Yahawashi, y'all don't want to hear. Hey, first thing first, got to get to the Lord, got to do His will, man. Hey, be like that, man. What manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, you know? All right,
right, right, man. Because in the ancient time we'd be out hunting to feed our family. We'd have cattle. You know, Abraham was known as being rich because of the cattle he had. That's riches. But to have all that, you know, we would go hunt, we would farm, we would put our elbow grease into that, tilling the ground and the soil. We would be working for it, and they know that. And so in the Roman Empire, they created this thing called a credit system, a dollar system, a coin system. All right, so they know that. So now the new hunting is going out getting this dollar. They knew the Native Americans and the tribal people, the indigenous people, were hunter-gatherers. So now they got them hunting and gathering this dollar. That's about it. And killing anything in the way to get it. All right, precept. Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked."
Right, because we know they have secret councils. Especially in these Illuminatis and these corporations like Pink Floyd, these rock stars and stuff. That be devil worshippers, right? We know they have secret meetings. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity,
right?
Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words."
Right, bitter words. So those arrows, the wiles of the devil, the arrows that they shoot at us, is policies, demonizing us. You know, putting us in the media as criminals. You know?
Psalms 94:20 speaks on how they frame mischief by a law.
Yeah, by a law. Thank you, brother. It's not even Esau that's saying it anymore. They got our people saying it. I'm a nigga. I'm a this. I'm a demon. I'm a
They're on demon time. And all
They on demon time. He taught them how to say it. So what? Now they go to these neighborhoods, and then if Esau do something, they don't really put it on the media. If Jake do something, they put it all over the media. And then you move to the neighborhood, suburb, they look at you like one of them, like a killer or something.
Hey, Con, it was this Jake dude who saved this woman from out of burning an apartment. He climbed up there physically, no ladder, no nothing, man. Did all that, some shit that the firefighters couldn't do. And once they put it on the news, ex-convict rescues women from burning apartment. You know, just to downplay what we do or who we are as a people, man.
That's right, man. That's crazy.
You got the protest and whatnot. Oh, violent thugs go out protesting, this, that, and the third. Or let Kansas City win the Super Bowl. Oh, extravagant protesters go out and celebrate the victory of the Chiefs. You know, hey, it's the wordplay that they do, man. A whole bunch of Edomites. Die-hard Chiefs fans.
Con, man, because that's what they did with the mayor of Baltimore. They call him a new negligent new elected incumbent, basically calling him the N-word, like just changing the words.
It did sound like that.
You know what I'm saying? And he came out. He came out, and then he was defending. And he already knew what they were saying.
Yeah.
So just backing up the brother Harakah, man. These Esau know what they're doing.
Right, and anytime they have one of their individuals like going shooting up schools and stuff like that,
Trouble team.
They show their baby pictures and stuff like that, holding bottles and rattles and stuff. They would never show anything negative going towards their own people.
Yeah, that's right.
This is just to back up what the Akim was saying. This is Psalms 10 and 5. It says his ways are always grievous.
Right, so their ways are always grievous. Everything they put in place, any policies Biden them coming out with, or Trump, it don't matter.
Says thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Right, so they can never be righteous. Even though they're seeking it with tears. All right.
As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Right, so all of their enemies, especially America thought they had no enemies. They puff at them. Puffing at them meaning like, she ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, okay. Iran about to do something. Russia about to do something. Our king about to do something. Yahawashi. You see that? Go ahead. That was it? On that point?
Verse 7. Okay. It says his mouth is full of cursing.
His mouth is full of cursing, man. And cursing goes into lies, false doctrine. That's cursing somebody. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It says, and deceit and fraud.
Right, because when you raise up a charge on somebody, you can look it up in law terms. It's called a curse. So when somebody charge you with something in court, they're trying to put a curse on you. So you can ask them to discharge that curse, which is debt. You see what I'm saying? So they can charge you, try to curse you with it, or they can discharge it like a debt. You know what I mean? But like a debt.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Right, under his tongue is mischief and vanity. So everything they doing is bringing nothing but mischief. Everything Biden talking about, Rothschilds, Clinton, Trump, everything they pushing is all mischief, more mischief and more vanity on this earth, man. It's vain.
And if I may add on,
real quick, vain means not important.
Hey, the Lord Yahawashi set up 613 law, statutes, and commandments to abide by, man. But since those law, statutes, and commandments wasn't given to Esau, only to the nation of Israel, and you got these Edomites coming out with, they have over 20,000 laws and counting each year that they add into their laws, man. And like the elder said, they're all vain. So therefore, they got to try to go contrary to the Lord Yahawashi to cause chaos, to cause mischief, as the elder said, man.
Right, man. All right. So Esau's new world order is Jake being null and void, basically turning them inside out, man. Our people who had the afros and they want to stick together, man, that's no more. In that new world order, a man won't even be a man anymore. He probably won't even be able to call a person that. You have to just, because in the schools they got that now. You can't, the teachers can't call a boy or girl. Yeah. They got to call them by their name. See that, man? They got AI scores and.
What's your pronoun?
What's your pronoun? Yeah. See that?
Hey, this is First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandments of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Right, so just like in America, they start sacrificing, giving their spiritual sacrifice unto idols. You know, and that happened with Antiochus Epiphanes around 168 BC. And he caused our people to become Greeks, Hellenized. You know, and that's how they became Greeks, and this whole Christianity came about. Yep, later down the line.
And if I may add on too, hey, with today's time, all right, you got Biden would be in representation of King Antiochus. You know, he's that person in that power seat. All right, so hey, when that new NWO come down, all right, everybody's going to go along with it. Why? Because they want to be able to coincide, provide for their family, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. But that's why you got to stand firmly, boldly for the Lord Yahawashi, man. Being that same spirit as Shadrach, and Abednego, better known as Ananias, Azarias, and Mishael, man. Standing 10 toes for the Lord Yahawashi, not bowing down to the enemy, man. You know. So hey, when that time come, hey, we're going to stand for the Lord Yahawashi, law, statutes, commandments. We're not going to bow down to Esau, you know.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 20. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us and our wives and children and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them.
Right. So they moving in their pride. They like, yo, I didn't. What's that? Habakkuk 2, real quick, and then Obadiah 1, the pride of their heart. Habakkuk 2, the wine. That's right. So they coming in that pride. Habakkuk. Oh, no doubt, you appreciate it. You can get it. What you said? Yeah, they coming in their pride to attack us. You know, this is why. Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make a plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, that the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come.
Oh yeah, get to the point, the wine.
6. Yeah. Verse 6. Verse 7, Habakkuk chapter 2. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and the way that shall vex thee? Yeah. And thou shalt be for booties unto them.
No, the wine part.
Number 4.
Verse 4. Behold, the soul not upright.
Whoever got it here, yeah.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Right, see that? The precept that Nathaniel just read, it said what? Can you read that first part? It's the prime part.
It's back at Maccabees 3 and 20. Yep. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us.
Woo! Just like Goliath did. Goliath showed up in much pride and iniquity, wickedness, to destroy King David. But look, and the Israelites. But look what happened to them, the Philistines. The little boy showed up and embarrassed him, named King David, with a stone and flung it at him, hit him in the temple, and the Lord made it sink in. All right, just like little old us, the Lord gonna have us raise up and destroy these devils under the power of Yahawashi. But I want to finish it real quick. The pride, what? Habakkuk 2. Somebody read that?
Yeah. It says, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up.
That's that pride.
It's not upright in him.
It's not upright. They're lifted up through iniquity and riches. The Lord promised them that they're going to gain the whole world, the fatness of the earth, meaning riches and the greatness of the earth, through the sword, through killing. And they've done that. They're like, oh yeah, I done took over the whole world. Look at Alexander the Greek. Look what he did. That's our forefather. So you know what I'm going to do to you. Go ahead. It says,
but the just shall live by his faith.
See, by us, we living by faith, man. We're not living by the things we see, science. We're living by faith in the things we can't see. All right? Go ahead, brother. So his soul was lifted up, and what's it? Because he transgressed by wine.
Verse 5.
There you go.
It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine.
That means to continue in that iniquity, continue in that wickedness. Because he done that, because he transgressed through his caused all kind of atrocities all over the earth through that business, through that dollar, right? Go ahead, through that power seat in the earth. That's why they coming against us. They think they can do it. Go ahead.
I said, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
See that? They became proud. Esau became proud. These devils they ain't got no hands. They can't play no ball. They ain't got nothing. So what make them tough? They money. Right? That's all it is. It's the money, man. Hey, you picture one of your mom Roman. Hey, you know Trump wanted to rumble Biden. That'd be a sloppy ass fight, man. All right, go ahead. You got it, Richard?
Yeah.
You did it. You sure? All right, I need
Obadiah.
Try that out. No, that's
This is the book of Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rock.
So the pride of these devils' heart. What's their heart? What's that? The word heart in the scriptures is la'ab. It means your mind or your thoughts, right? It means your mind or your thoughts. So their thoughts, what does it say? Their inward thought.
The house is something.
That's right, man. So it's their thoughts, man. This is one of their thoughts too. Somebody get Isaiah 29 and 15.
29 and 15.
Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. It says, woe to them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord.
Right. So woe unto these devils. They seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord. They be meeting up in bunkers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to talk about us. Yeah, what we gonna do to them niggers? Go ahead.
It says, and their works are in the dark.
So their works are in the dark, and they proud of that. That's what they call them, secret societies. Go ahead.
And they say,
ours out in the open. This is what we have in our meeting that everybody can hear us. In the light.
And they say, who seeth us?
And they say, see, that's why they became prideful. Not only because they're getting their new world order, but because they're saying, who seeth us? They don't believe the Most High exists. You see that? Some of them do. They know he exists. But some of them don't. You know, they believe in science, or they're atheists. Or they just believe in the devil. All right, go ahead.
It say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
See that? They say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? But the Lord sees in the dark. You know, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You know, he can see everything, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 23, and verse 19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of man, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man and considering the most secret parts. And I brought that out to back up the elder, man. You know what I'm saying? Man only fear the eyes of man, not knowing they should fear the eyes of Yahawashi, because he's the one that's counting your faults.
Right.
He's the one that can put your faults away. So he's the one that you should fear, man. Not man. He's the creator. Fear the creator, not the creations.
All right. All right. Let me get it real quick, and then we get both of these. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 62. Yea, and the spirit of Almighty Yahweh, which made all things and searcheth out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth, surely he know.
So the Lord know all the secret things in the earth, even down to the smallest atom. You got everything operating in the system. But you think Esau operating outside of that system? Nah. It's just like you got clean animals and you got unclean animals. You got the righteous and you have the wicked. It's all part of the same system. Just like you got light and dark, good and bad, right and left. Everything made in twos. Go ahead.
Surely he knoweth your inventions.
See, the Lord said, surely he knows their inventions, all the things they're thinking about. Go ahead.
And what ye think in your hearts.
See, not even what they're talking about, what they're thinking about. Go ahead.
Even them that sin and would hide their sin.
See that? All right, so they want to try to hide it, especially 2/3 of our people. Okay, so precept. All right, go ahead. So this is what made Esau prideful, that they've gained the fatness of the world. You know, they've been ruled through their wine, their philosophies, their dollar. They've killed and stole. Job 9:24. And then they say, who seeth us? So that's what made them prideful, and they're ready to come against us now and try to put everybody in martial law concentration camps.
Precept.
Yep. Not first, then you got it. No, somebody else back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, move on for a minute. All right.
Psalm 64:5.
You got it, man.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune and lay in snares privily.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So they commune amongst themselves, and they encourage themselves in that evil matter. You know, they come up with policies for it. They have meetings, G20. That's what they're doing, encouraging each other. Go ahead.
It says, and they say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thoughts of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Right.
But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow suddenly.
Right, so that's why you'll see them devils and you'll never know it. What do they show up as? Innocent, looking. They have suit and ties on. They look like they call themselves bankers, but they're really witches, warlocks. They're into witchcraft, you know? So the inward thought of them is real deep. Meaning they hit that shit deep down. And they got a deal with each other, not snitch, you know, death. What's it called? A blood oath? So that shit deep, it's locked in. You know? Go ahead, brother. So you'll see Rockefeller and them, they be like, what? The New World Order. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
that
what he said on the one you just listened on, it was Jacob Rothschild coming out of, he had a tuxedo on.
Yep.
So he was just coming out of some meeting.
Yeah.
And dude was like, yeah, we know you're evil. He was like, come on. Like, come on. Stop playing.
Yeah, man, you never know. The Lord know, man. He like, don't trust him. He said, as wicked rust.
Yeah,
man. Go ahead, brother.
All right, so verse 7 says, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
There you go. Suddenly shall they be wounded. What's that? A lot of people break it down, whatever, but where it says they suddenly shall they be wounded. Where you go to fill his belly? Let's go there real quick. Let me get some understanding on that real quick. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Just not hitting me right there. It's perfect. Yep. You always tricking or something, man. All right, somebody get that? Go ahead and bring it up when you got it.
Job chapter 20. I'm gonna start at verse 15.
Yep.
He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again.
Right. So they swallowed down riches, man. They got all the riches from around the world, even from the Roman Empire. They still got money. They got Roman Empire. What Jake be saying? We getting the Arab money. Well, the Arab got Esau money. And Esau got Roman money.
They in partnership. They got their own money pertaining to Psalms 83.
Yeah, they in partnership.
They come over here and sell cigarillos and shit like that.
Yeah, and America gave the Arab, Saudi Arabia, their own printing press to have access to their oil fields and to keep the barrels of oil at certain numbers. So they said, okay, we'll give you your own printing press. So that's why you look over there in Saudi Arabia and they got princes and kings, and that's why they're so rich. Because anything they need, they can just print the dollar. They got their own printing press. All right. So go ahead. Who was reading?
It says, he hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi shall cast them out of his belly.
See that? So he's going to cast them out of his belly, man. They're going to have nothing. They're going to go back to being cavemen in the kingdom. You're going to take everything from them, man. Go ahead. Interjection. Interjection. Okay, interjection real quick. Don't go.
It's the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3.
The pride in thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
See, that's what these devils saying, man. That's what you feel around them. They chilling, playing Pokemon and shit. You go to your job, they can treat you like trash or something, you know, because they most likely gonna be the manager. And they say, who gonna bring me down to the ground? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 5 and verse 4. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahawashi, and it shall enter into the house of the thief.
Yep, talking about the chariot. Yep.
And into the house of him that swear falsely by my name.
Right.
And it shall remain in the midst of his house. Yep. And shall consume it with the timber thereof and with the stones thereof.
There you go. That's coming. The midst of his house, man. You saw that? What they call that? Air traffic. They said no fly zone. Well, the Lord gonna send a big giant chariot, just like on Independence Day, over America. You see that? He's gonna send it to the house of the thief. They're gonna sit there, and the elect gonna be taken up into these chariots.
And with the swearing falsely by his name, being put in God we trust on the dollar.
Yep.
And that's how like the elder like to go into it with Russia. Russia was like an atheist country.
That's right, man.
So that's how the Lord, you know, he's with Russia to a certain extent, even though he's against them, to do his bidding. Yep. On the left-hand side to take America out, because America swear falsely by the Heavenly Father's name. Again, their God is gold, oil, and dollars.
Right, man. That's right. And they lied and said they're a God-fearing country when they're not. You know, so America's not a God-fearing country. All right. Finish reading real quick. Interjection? Oh, just let me finish it real quick.
Verse 16, Job 20. It says, he shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter.
Right, so they're not going to see they're going to see the initial part of their New World Order, like right now. You see when they did the whole lockdown? They feel like they got everybody. So they're going to go a little bit further, even putting that in some, you know, in some people. Not everybody, they're going to get to that part in the martial law. And then that's when the Lord going to show up. Shut everything down. All right, go ahead. So they're not gonna see their goal that they want. Of what was that movie? Where they had the
Creator.
Elysium. Yeah, they want a little Elysium. They want to build a planet outside, or stations outside the Earth, and they rule from there. Yeah, and depopulate the Earth. Create a World War III scenario to where they fund both sides of the war. Have everybody kill each other. They go hide in bunkers. Their plan is to come back out and enslave the small portions of people that's on the earth. But the Lord said, no, they're not going to see that. All right, go ahead.
Verse 18, Job 20. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down according to his substance.
Right, seeking whom he may devour, right? He tried to, devour our people. You know, go ahead.
According to his substance shall the restitution be.
There you go ahead.
And he shall not rejoice therein.
According to his substance shall the restitution be. They've taken everything from us. So they're gonna give up everything. You know? Go ahead.
And he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor.
Right, the bow of steel. Yep, the bow of steel. Yeah, whoever got help him. Bow of steel.
God, verse 24. Job 20 and 24.
Right, so they're wounded, right?
He shall flee from the iron weapon.
See that? They're going to try to run in their bunkers from the iron weapon. What's that? The missiles. Go ahead.
And the bow of steel shall strike him through.
It's going to strike him through, meaning what? Right? It's going to hit the soil. The missiles. They're going to have all kind of, like Israel has the Iron Dome. America trying to create their own dome. Anyway, that's something else. China has a dome. Israel has a dome, but it's more of like a defense dome, where they shoot at the missiles. But now because of the situation with Hamas in Gaza, they've switched that to laser. They switched it to laser now. So you see where they're going? All right. So, but these missiles going to hit. It's going to strike him through. But what it's saying right here, this is another parable. It's saying the bow of steel shall strike him through. Meaning they ain't going to be the one that just obliterated all Esau. Esau going to go into slavery. The Illuminati. They're going to run overseas and Europe, have their bunkers. The ones that are in the bunkers here in America, they're going to get blown like an oven. All right? He said the day coming that shall burn as an oven. So this part right here, you got to picture a warrior, two warriors fighting. Now go ahead. Now picture the bow of steel being that sword, striking him through. How would that person feel after that? If you had to continue the battle, how would you feel as a warrior? You would feel wounded. Go ahead.
Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body.
See, we use that as a parable, as it's drawn and cometh out of the body, meaning the missile silos. All right? And it's going to fly to his mark. But it also represents somebody stabbing somebody in the gut and then pulling it out and seeing all that blood on it. And then the person looking at it and be like, oh shit. Go ahead.
Yea, the glistening sword.
Now, the glistening sword
cometh out of his gall.
Out of his stomach.
Terrors are upon him.
Terrors are upon him at that point. Oh shit. Oh shit. So when them missiles start hitting, they're going to know that it's their downfall. All right, go ahead. So they're going to be wounded, as the brother cannot read.
All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
See that? The fire not blown shall consume him, man. That's the missile. All right, that's what's going to consume him. Go ahead. That was it. I can go back to that part again.
This
now that makes
Psalms
sense.
chapter 64, verse 7. It says, "But Yahweh shall shoot at them."
See, who's shooting that missile? Is it Putin and them? No, the Most High created this sword. Go ahead.
But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
See that? Suddenly shall they be wounded. Damn. Makes sense? Go ahead.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
See? All that see these damn devils, they're going to flee away, especially from America. That goes with Revelation 18.
Oh, damn.
They ain't going to want no parts of this shit.
It's my hottest faith.
Yeah, they're gonna run from this place, man, when they see the destruction. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job 18:6. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Damn. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
Yeah, let me stop you real quick. Let's start that again, man, real quick. Can somebody get what's that? Psalms. Where it say they counsel together, confederate. Right, all them nations that were confederate against us. These Arabians, these Arab nations, Russia. All these nations were against us at first.
African nations.
African nations. Yeah, we ain't got to get it. My bad. We don't have to get it. But all these nations was against us. What that? Psalm 82, 83. So that way we know. Y'all can get it. Look it up at home. Psalms 83. So they were all together at first. And they were all against us, even the EU, everybody. But go ahead. Now, damn, what it say in Revelation 17? At the bottom, the last 3 verses.
Can I hide his face?
No, Revelation 17.
I'm here.
At the bottom. And 10 horns.
Yahweh.
Yeah, 10 horns.
This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast shall hate the whore.
There you go. See that? They're gonna hate. They're gonna turn against America. The Edomites over here. So it's Satan divided against Satan.
His own counsel shall cast him down.
His own counsel shall cast him down.
Because the scriptures speak on how their tongue will fall upon themselves.
Yep. Come on with it.
Interjection.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
Yep.
Who birthed America? America came out of brick.
England.
England.
Yeah, because that's what started the banks. Where the Federal Reserve focused at? England. The Bank of England is tied to the World Bank of America, which was initially started off in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? It's called the World Bank in Philadelphia. All right, that's where they established a lot of the laws at too in Philly. Remember that? Give us free. Remember that? Amistad? That was in Philly.
Shit, well, they showed you that in Roots with Harriet Tubman. She was the Underground Railroad was to that was the
Up north.
freeland, the
Yeah, up north and shit.
Philadelphia,
Philly. You see that?
Harlem, stuff like that.
New York. Yep, DC, I think. You know. Go ahead. Oh, somebody reading?
Oh, yeah, that was it.
That was it? Go ahead, brother.
Okay. This is Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns without sawest upon the beast.
All right, that represents the EU, the European Union, the 10 horns. All right, originally called the 10 common markets of Rome. So it's basically the new Roman Empire all over again. Them European nations. Go ahead.
These shall hate the whore.
These shall hate America. Oh, I thought they helped build America up. That's why they said the mother have that birth deed, birth of a nation that helped establish America. You're gonna turn against this place. How are they hating it? By raising interest rates. That's taking America's power from the world. All right, funding both sides of the war. Go ahead.
And these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate.
So they're causing this when they say what? The devil come down having great wrath because he know he had but a short time. Right. So that wrath that they're bringing, they're pushing those draconian measures on America. When they had the lockdown and nobody come outside and all that, those were orders that came from Europe. You see that? So they're hating the mirth of the land is being taken away, like a leech. All right, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Right, that's sitting on the dust. Because remember, if you read Revelation 17, let's go over this real quick. We're going to go back to each one. Don't forget where you at. Go ahead. Revelation 17, right here, number verse 1. Scarlet colored beast.
Revelation 17 and 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Right, that's America ruling, sitting upon many waters, many nations, right? The top dog on the earth, hammer of the earth, go ahead. Huh?
So they got bases everywhere.
They got bases everywhere, go ahead.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication
Through their business and idolatry. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Right. You say sitting upon a scarlet colored beast.
Gone. It's down in verse. Verse 4.
Yep.
And the woman was arrayed in purple.
So she was arrayed in purple. Purple represents royalty. You can go back to the Persian Empire to read about that with Xerxes. It tells you about purple. Go ahead.
Arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
Scarlet color represents red. So saying, hey, you one of us. The European Union, NATO, they all helped to establish America. All right, go ahead.
And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations, the filthiness of her fornication.
Democracy, Christianity, that's all the stuff America been pushing. The dollar, you know, in God we trust. Go ahead.
And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots.
So this is the mystery, that this place is that Babylon. That's prophesied to be destroyed. The mother of harlots, meaning this place helped to birth, like England helped to birth America. This place helped to establish us into being spiritually dead. They played a part in our people falling asleep, causing them to be idol worshipers, you know?
That's why it's so accepting.
It's so accepted here. There you go. Yeah, they give incentives for it. You know, even devil worshipers. Little Uzi Verde again. Little Lucifer. That's what I'm calling him. All right? Little Lucifer done converted.
Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Abominations that's on the earth right now is really because of this place is here. Deep, man. That's it right there, right? Yeah, that's it. So this place was sitting upon a scarlet colored beast, ruling over all the nations of the earth. You see that? Sitting over all the waters. Just like on that picture. Go ahead.
Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
So now the Lord is saying, come down and sit in the dust.
Come down here.
O pure daughter of Babylon, ancient Babylon, just like ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon was known as being an enemy to the Most High. for being an idolatrous nation. All right, go ahead.
It says, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
So sit on the ground. That's what we're witnessing right now. So people are like, why the destruction ain't happening yet? Well, it's happening in stages. The Lord said there's going to be many destructions that come here, plagues. So it's not going to be like this one moment. Just like Egypt was. It was plagues first. And then that moment of deliverance. So what do you say? Sit on the dust. There's no throne. Remember that? It had a throne. It was ruling in the world. Well, that throne's being taken away. Especially with the interest rates going up. Especially with Iran and Russia saying deoccupy the Middle East. Deoccupy Crimea in Ukraine. Meaning they're losing their power seats in the earth. Like you said, they got bases everywhere. But them bases about to get attacked. You know, they sitting ducks over there. They sitting ducks. And they just waiting to see what Iran about to do. So go ahead.
It says, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
See, this place is no more called tender, delicate, the great Statue of Liberty, you know. Now Russia like, nah, man. Nah. They policy breakers. They're causing all the atrocities in the earth. So now, what they call that? The BRICS nations. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South America, South Africa, Saudi Arabia, all the other nations, they're all stepping back. And the Lord making America a gazing stock. So all the nations looking at it like, yeah, look at this bitch. You know what I mean? Go ahead, brother. Yeah, look at this whore.
There was an African nation. I think it was Zimbabwe. They just made they made a digital currency that's backed by gold.
Oh my God. Yeah, Niger. Yeah, Niger. I think I was Nigeria. Niger.
Okay. I thought it was Zimbabwe. It was an African country.
No, it was Zimbabwe. Something else going on in Niger.
Okay.
Yeah, something happening with Niger. I just saw that.
I mean, Niger, that Burna Boy, like I overheard a song on that Burna Boy, like the reggaeton, but Niger, like West Africa.
Yeah. Something happened.
England had colonized that too, all right, with like their corporations like Unilever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's like everything made, like the deodorant, Dove, Tresemme, the stuff for your face cream, all that is under Unilever, like a certain corporation here in America.
Right. If you go look it up, just type in Niger when you get home. There's something going on. It's like something major.
That was the name of it, like the Niger company. Back in the time. Esau. You know, you break the robbery, you take steal stuff.
Put their name on
his
it.
name on it.
Yep. And we just said Zimbabwe got their own currency.
They got a gold-backed digital currency.
Woo! Just like China.
And Nigeria too, called the Inara.
There you go. I did see that then. Nigeria.
Zimbabwe, both of them.
Yeah, both
Okay,
of them.
well,
And China.
Oh, God.
So let's get back on track. All right, you reading good, bro.
This is back. This is just to back up what the elder was saying about this place being being looked down upon. This is Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shameful glory." This is, "Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." So this place is filled. Esau, he is filled with what? Shame, what for glory. He did a lot of shameful things to get the so-called glory in the earth that he has. And it says, "And let his foreskin be uncovered." That means to be exposed, just to be exposed. The Lord is exposing Esau, showing the world these kingdoms his nakedness. And it says, "The cup of the Heavenly Father's right hand is turned unto him," meaning the Lord's judgment is now being turned unto Edom, unto Esau. And it says, "And shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory." So shameful spewing. People, you know how Jake is, like, oh, look at, oh, goddamn, oh, you, stuff like that. It's just everybody talking trash to and about Babylon, America, and Esau's power structure in the earth.
Right. Precepts? I got one. Yeah, bro. Let's bring them all up real quick and look at everybody up. All right, good.
This Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. This Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. the noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and the jumping chariots. The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpse. And that's what the elder was going into, all right, when the brother was lifted up that beast picture, all right, NATO and the EU, all right, America being the spearhead. If America wasn't on the earth, all right, this place wouldn't be so wicked due to its what, demonocracy, its philosophy.
That's right. There's gonna be so many dead out here, man. Just like Katrina. Imagine that all over America.
Physically dead.
Physically dead.
now.
That's right. There's gonna be physically deaf out here, man, and nobody to pick up the bodies.
Appreciate it.
All right. So yeah, man. So all the mirth of the land is gone. You can see it breaking down little by little. We say, "Make America great again." It's gone. It's gone. Precept.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 2, and verse 26. And it says, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord." So Con, that's just what it is. You know, the heathen gonna envy us in a time of pestilence and famine and destruction, but they ain't gonna be able to do nothing against us because what? It says, you read the verse 25, it says, "Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet." The Lord gonna establish our feet. You know, so
yeah, and right now he's telling us to nourish each other. Don't be nourished by America, the mother of harlots. Be nourished from the men of the Lord. He said, "Who is my mother? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? Besides those that do the will of the Father." So we out here to nourish up our people and get them prepared. Go ahead, brother. On that point, right?
So basically, you know, the Lord he gonna establish our feet in the day of trouble. So we ain't gonna be running to and fro, making haste when all our hell breaking loose. When you know, the multitude of slain in the street. You know, the missiles hitting, pestilence, insurrection, and all these things going on.
Yep. The Lord said He's gonna redeem us from death. We might get to the point of death. You know, it might be the test. We might be out here with no food. We might see our children suffer. You know what I mean? You never know. We might be to the point of dying. All the way to the. Can you imagine how them brothers felt getting put in the oven? Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Imagine how Daniel felt getting put into a lion's den. You know, they had to have faith. Azariah was praying in the oven. You didn't think that's it, like, you know. But what did Daniel say? Azariah said it too. Even if I die, even if you put me to death, I'm still not gonna serve you. Even if the Lord don't defend me from you, I'm still not gonna serve these damn people. Serve man.
They were like, "I'm gonna ask you what happened when I get there."
Right. Yep.
I'll take my chances talking with him than trying to bow down to you. Because if you think about it, at any given point, they could have lost faith and said, all right, and bow down to the image.
Right.
But they didn't want salvation that way. Because what is that? You're gonna be in hell. Being forced to worship, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hell on earth.
Hell on earth.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said, "Fear not what they can do to the body, but fear the one that can let thy soul burn in hell." Can you imagine if we had to go on forever like this? That's shit.
The world would die.
Yeah.
The world would die.
Well, the Lord gave us a way out through Him.
Yeah. All right, where was that? Precept. Go ahead, brother.
This precept. This is Revelation chapter 18. Let's start at verse 8. "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh our power who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." Back of what the elder was saying. All these kings and people that have basically lived deliciously, like the scripture's saying, with America, the virgin daughter of Babylon, are going to be looking at her, you know, but they're going to be looking at her from far off. basically they're gonna be running in the other direction, saying I don't want no piece of that, like the other was talking about.
And that's what we witness is coming into fruition right now, man. Hey, famine coming upon this place, the pestilence, the different plagues. All right, you got 200 million cicadas that been underground for 200 years. All right, the famine, the whole thing that went down in Baltimore with the bridge. That's just the beginning of sorrows, just to come to this place that's happening here. You know, in 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed by that way of thermonuclear fire, by way of ICBMs bringing those missiles over here to be destroyed by this place, to destroy this place, like it by 200 million missiles. All right, according to Revelation 9:16, man. You got the avant-garde that can get over here, fly indefinitely, all right, until commanded to hit its target, all right, you know, and it can reach over here in less than 30 minutes.
So think about it. Think about it. Think about what happened in 9/11. You know how many different countries came to the aid of the United States when they wanted to go find these weapons of mass destruction and avenge the death of those that fought that died during that event. But the Lord gonna put an ass whooping so bad on America that these other nations on this time they gonna be like, ooh. They gonna see it from afar off. They're not gonna even. The Lord gonna hit this place so hard with a haymaker. They gonna be like, they gonna be in fear. Be like, are we next?
Yeah, what Debo said. You want some too?
No. I mean, at all. That's like what did he do to make when we was leaving out of Egypt, you know, the nations they heard what was going on. You know, they sent the 2 spies in.
Yeah,
the Israelites.
Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua. He sent them in, so they was like, man, we already know what's going on. Just save. They live like, just save my house, because they already knew the whole nation was in fear. If you read the book of Judges.
All right, man.
All right, next. Go ahead, brother. This is Nahum 3:7. It says, and it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste.
Right, America's Nineveh. America's spiritually Nineveh too. The old Assyrian Empire. You know, Assyria. I think it fell. It was called the fall of Assyria, 612 BC. All right, you can write that down too. You know, just for your own study. 612 BC. It was called the fall of Nineveh. All right, the fall of Nineveh was the capital of Assyria. And now, if you know that solar eclipse that just happened,
Yeah, that's what they was talking about.
it passed through all them.
Yeah.
All them towns called Nineveh. So there's something spiritual about this, man. All right. What else? Go ahead.
It says Nineveh is laid waste.
So this place is gonna be laid waste. Go ahead.
Who will bemoan her?
So who gonna be? You just said, somebody said that. You said that. Well, ain't gonna be anybody around to help. It said America thinks that it will have no widows. You know, like it's not alone, but it's left alone. It's gonna be left alone with Israel. Right?
It says, whence shall I seek comfort for thee? It says, whence waste who will? So like it says, who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee?
Oh, y'all got it.
I got a precept though.
Yeah, come on, bro.
All right, this is the book of Psalms 37, verse 12. It says, the wicked plot up against the just and gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
All right, with his army, with his military, with their might. Go ahead.
It says, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming.
Right, so the Lord is laughing at these devils. All the bolstering they doing, the shit they talking. You gotta look up a guy named Yuval Noah. It's gonna piss you off, man.
How you spell it?
Yuval, yep, Y-U, not just like Duval. But Yuval. Noah with a Y. Noah. Yeah, N-O-A-H, man. And then type in what?
Klaus Schwab.
Klaus Schwab. Oh, that might be New World Order, NWO. Now look, remember what they did? They're the ones that came out with it. And he said, you think you got a soul? You don't have a soul. You think you got freedom? Humans think they have freedom. We're going to show them that they don't. And we're going to use a tactic called fear. He's saying it. And what did they do? They ran and went and did it. And he like, we the one that put it out there. Go ahead.
And if I may add on too, hey, that's like the cliche that goes, hey, if you want to make the Lord laugh, tell him what you got planned. So that's why one reason why the Lord Yahawashi laughing at the plans of Esau, man. You know, when he's the one that directed the steps, all right? So hey, with that being said, hey, you trying to sit in portray what you got to come and what's finna be going on. When it's the Lord Yahawashi, hey, he moving you piece by piece, step by step, man. You know, as the Lord Yahawashi got up a boundary that Esau cannot pass, just like this fence, man. Hey, you're gonna see all this open land that you want to get to, all this open map that you want to try to conquer, that you won't be able to. Why? Because you have a spiritual blockage that you won't be able to get past, man. The Lord Yahawashi has set, you know.
Go ahead. Go on. Psalms 37 and 13 says the Lord shall laugh at him.
See, the Lord laughing at these devils. When they come up with their plans, their fear tactics and all that, like I was talking about, and Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates, all these people, all these different plans, Elon Musk, Sandusky. Well, the Lord laughing at him right now. He like, what? Yahawashi's up there laughing. Go ahead, brother.
It says, for he seeth that his day is coming.
He up there like Thanos right now. Look at these motherfuckers. Probably got a fire from his finger looking at her like, burn your ass. Go ahead. Oh, that was it?
Now, verse 16, Shalaki, 14, it says the wicked have drawn out the sword.
Right, they've drawn out their sword. They're ready for war. They're making their threats. They bolstering and all that. Go ahead.
And have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy.
Yep, go ahead.
And to slay such as be of upright conversation.
Right, so they're hoping that these missiles destroy us, man. That's what they're hoping. They're hoping we get destroyed by Russia and China and Iran. They want us to be in that fire.
Especially when them race wars break out and Jake start beating their ass.
Yep.
They're gonna probably start sending us to get them, please.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Esau want their blessing back. They want to rule the world forever. But they know about 2nd Ezra chapter 6 real quick. Don't lose your spot, brother. Don't lose your spot. I think it's 8 or 11, I think, or 8. Chapter 6 and 8. So they know this right here.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Whoa, so they got an end to it? So their rulership, Job 9 and 24. Let's get that real quick. All right. It says Satan be divided against Satan.
This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. It's not where and who is.
See that? So the earth was given to their hands.
Satan divided against Satan.
Yeah. You know they got an end? It's like 2 different verses though. So the earth was given into their hand, right? And look what they did with the earth. Look how much they destroyed the earth. So they're going to lose all of that. Go ahead.
Satan against Satan.
Yeah.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 26. It's one of them, but it says, and if Satan...
Mark 3 and 26.
And Mark 3 and 26.
Right.
And if Satan rise up against Satan...
Right, these nations going against each other in war. Go ahead.
And be divided...
And to be divided.
He cannot stand, but have an end.
See, they got an end coming. But their end is what? 2nd Ezra again? Oh, shit. Yep.
6 and 8. Yep. 2nd Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
This is prophecy. You know? Go ahead.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
See that? So they know that their end is coming. So that's why they're doing this. Great, right?
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 12.
See, the scripture's like a puzzle. You got to put it together like a picture. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Right, so the heavens are rejoicing. Yahawashi is rejoicing. Whenever one brother wake up to the truth, they said there's joy in the presence of the holy angels. Imagine that. They probably mad, but then there's joy in their presence. You get what I'm saying? All of a sudden they're like, yeah, come on. You know what I mean? Just like he was when he was on the earth. When Peter and them was waking up, he's the same way out in the heavens. When we wake up today. Go ahead.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth.
So those that dwell in it, the ones out in the heavens and the ones that got their mind in the heavens, us. But woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Go ahead.
And of the sea.
And of the sea. Go ahead. The other nations. Go ahead.
For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
They know they got a short time to rule. They seeing everything, man. That's right. And they seeing us waking up. That's the main part. You know? Once they see us waking up, they're like, oh, hell no. Great fear falling upon them. So something that you fear, you want to destroy it. You know, not on a godly level, you know, you respect the Most High. But I'm talking about, like, if you see something you fear, you want to try to fight it. And that's what they're doing. They fear us, man.
Oh, God.
Right?
That's why
Revelation 11. Go ahead.
That's why they put a lot of melatonin in the atmosphere, trying to put our people back to sleep. That's why you hear about what's going on with P. Diddy, what's going on with Beyonce, what's going on with Lil Uzi Vert, what's going on with like beef between Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. You're gonna hear that. All that is melatonin to keep our people's mind occupied on the things that don't matter and put them right back to sleep.
Right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right, so what's that? What place is called, what place reminds you of Egypt? Look at the dollar, the back of the dollar. Egypt. Look at the obelisk, the Washington Monument. That's an obelisk. That goes back to ancient Babylon in Egypt. You know? What else? The idols here, Isis, Semiramis, the Statue of Liberty, that goes back to Egypt. All right, and Babylon. You can keep going. We can keep going. Masonry, you know? Go ahead.
We're also...
and spiritually Sodom.
Oh, yeah.
Sodom and Gomorrah. We got that spirit here. Go ahead.
Spirit of the brokerage.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
Right, this is where they try to, the word crucified, not talking about like the Roman Empire crucified. The word crucified right there means to X out. So in the Roman Empire, we still knew about Yahawashi. But here, they try to do away with him. That's talking about this place. Go ahead.
And they of the people and kindred and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half.
Right, so all those nations saw us over here for 350 years. We were in slavery, you know, almost 400 years. Not like they tried 400-year prophecy, that's a lot. All right? That already happened during the time of Abraham and Joshua. All right? That already happened. The 400-year prophecy, that happened already. But it just so happened that after 350 years, that's get you to about 1960s and 1970s, where Abba Bivens teaching here in America. He was the first person teaching on this, well, teaching openly about the truth. And then he taught Elder Yaquab, all the older elders in the 70s. You know, King Masha, all of them. And then they passed it down to people like Elder Apostle Tahar. You know what I mean? And I didn't even know anybody existed. I was woken up in the 1997. The Lord just pulling at me. Took me to my last name, and I told y'all, and it took me to his name, Yahweh. And then that's when the Lord blessed me to know about the elders. You get me? So he kind of pulled me so I'll be sure first. So nobody could take it from me. You get me? Go ahead.
And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right, they didn't allow us to read. What does Revelation 1 and 3 say? Right, and what is this is the rest, what I call it, the rest?
Isaiah 28.
Let's get those two.
This is Revelation 1 and 3.
Right, check it out.
It says, blessed is he that readeth.
Oh, they knew this, man. Go ahead.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Remember the slave? Remember the slave? Can you grab that one? Remember on the slave fields, the plantations? Y'all know the plantation they got out there? What's it called? Kingsley Plantation. And they would have the preachers, they would take one Jake, one of our people, and they would raise him up to be a preacher. But they would take him into a little hut, and they would watch him. Esau would sit right there, cross his leg, and be like, go and teach.
Hey, gone.
And then they'd be like, oh shit.
Slaves, obey your master.
Obey your master.
That's that old 501c3 right there.
That's the original 501c3 for these churches. Real quick, let me make these points.
Hey, that's like in the movie what we were speaking on earlier, Birth of a Nation, man. The same thing with Nat Turner, all right? With that same precept right there, slaves, obey your masters, all right? Brought that out, but as he kept reading the scriptures, all right, the Lord Yahweh Yahawashi was putting the spirit into him to come into the realization of who he was and who they are, man. Realizing that they were the chosen people of the Bible, man, of the scriptures, all right? putting that meat on those bones, you know, building up that bone, building up the body, man. All right.
And slaves obey your masters. That go back to the Roman Empire.
Go on.
What was you about to say? Oh, real quick. That go back to the Roman Empire. You had jakes that were serving each other. So if somebody was poor and they had or a debt that they owed, you would go work for one of your brothers. You see that? So that's why the Lord was saying, obey your masters. You know, at that time, saying like, yo, if I'm working for you and you start treating me like shit, he's saying, yo, still work for him. I got it. The Lord like, I'm gonna deal with it. But you just go obey your masters. Go and work for them. So that's what he's saying. It wasn't talking about Esau.
Yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken,
I'm back at you.
Hey, come on. We only that was only supposed to happen for only odd many years, right? And then we were supposed to go free. All right, if I'm not mistaken. But Esau shit, hey, take it to the whole totality shit. We still here in bondage to this day, all right?
Yeah, still staying. We might just you obey your masters up to a certain point. But the Lord told us don't call no man master. You know what I mean?
Especially outside of our nation.
Outside of our nation, man. You know, don't vote nobody over you. But it's smart to just work when you're at the job, work like you're working for the Lord. Because he the one that put us in this slavery. You know what I mean? But Esau, they'll have you sell out and kiss their damn ass. They'll have you like P. Diddley. The diddler. Somebody holding the priest. Somebody was reading.
Me, I was reading.
All right, then you got a backup one, right?
Revelation.
Yeah. See? That's right. He said they didn't suffer their bodies to be put in graves. You see that? Because they knew they didn't allow us to read. All right, let's read that again so we get the point.
Revelations 11, verse 9. And they of the people and kindreds.
Dead bodies?
God. Their dead bodies to be. So like I'm going to go up. Shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half.
That's where we was at. Our people were spiritually dead, walking around calling themselves black, African, American, and all of that. That's your family? It's your mom. It's going down today. So on. All right. Go ahead.
And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
So they didn't allow us to be. What happened when somebody died? They said he putting them to what?
Rest.
Put them to rest. All right, go ahead. They didn't allow us to what? He read it earlier, Revelation 1 and 3. They didn't allow us to read. You see that? Because they knew if we read, they said we'd be blessed. All right, or if we heard the prophecy, we'd be blessed. So they controlled all of that. Even today on the media, they're controlling it, but we can't read it and hear it, right?
Hey, there was a show that used to come on the WB. I think it was called Supernatural, where they used to go around. Right, all right, so there was one episode where there was a lot of unrested souls in the town, and they went there and they said the only way you can put a soul to rest is if you let them know its true state that it's dead. Right, so they didn't want to let us know that we did or reveal to us the truth about our mindset. But our rest was brought by Yahawashi. This Isaiah 28 and 12, to whom he said, "This is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest, and this is the refreshing." Yet they would not hear. So 2/3 of our people are not going to be able to rest. They're going to stay in that dead state. All right, but at the moment they wake up, they're going to realize they're like, oh man, it's a wrap. Because they ain't going to wake up to the Mach B, so they already got it in them. The missiles come. You know, those are the things that are going to wake 2/3 of our people up.
Right, man. They're going to keep on running. But that's Deuteronomy 28. That's one of the curses. He said, neither shall the soles of thy foot have rest. That's 2/3. They're going to continue in it. But the elect have found the rest. All right?
Hey, Con, the souls of your flesh and now rest. My grandpa, I think 66, 67, he still worked. Still doing work just like he just an average Jake in this society. And he has a lot of he a brick mason. He has a lot of brick construction wisdom. So you would think he'll be like a CEO at a construction company, but Esau got our people down at the bottom. No matter what their standing is.
Yeah, it's systematically designed.
Gone.
Oh, and then they use our women against us, like the Willie Lynch system. Turn the old black male against the young black male, the wife against the And then they turned our women and our family into that rope that they put around us. So they lynched our bloodline. They ain't just lynch us at that time. And that word lynch goes back into the word law. All right, go ahead. So they put laws in place against us. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, that's great. Come on, man. I gotta go back to Revelations.
All right.
Revelations 11, verse 9. It says, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
See that? So that word suffer means to allow. That way say, I suffer not a woman to teach. The scriptures say, I allow not a woman to teach. All right? That's what the Most High is saying. He don't want the women teaching the scriptures unless they're teaching it to children or to other women, or if they hear it out here from us, and the man ain't listening. God damn, we got all this space. God damn. But if it's a guy that's not listening, yeah, you very patient too, bro. It's been happening a lot.
Yeah.
But so, go ahead.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
See that? The two prophets represent these two, the northern and the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom, that's what it is. The Latino tribe and the northern kingdom represents Benjamin and Levi. Judah and Benjamin. All right, that's the southern kingdom in the south, in Israel, and then in the north, you have these tribes. So they remember what we did. We used to kick their ass in righteousness. People like King David, King Solomon, they remember that. So they ain't want us rising up again. So they said, damn, we finally got them where we want them. Look at them. They don't even know who they are. You see that? That's, look. I got this card. Look, I got him hanging from a tree. Look, I fed his daughter to a gator. Look at that one. Look at this one. Look at this one, Billy. You know? Look at this buck I caught the other day. Go ahead, brother. So, that's right. So they were proud. That would build more pride in them again. Yeah, we got them. But guess what? Check this out.
And it says, and after 3 days and a half,
after that 350 years, they were kicking our ass. You get the 1970s. Go ahead, Albert Bivens.
The spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them.
Woo! So the spirit of life has entered us, man. And that's what we're passing on to you. That spirit of truth has entered us finally. Ezekiel 37 talking about the valley of dry bones. That valley is America, where we were spiritually dead here. And the Lord put sinews upon us, meaning a lot of jakes calling themselves Israelites. But then they got to have that breath. You see that? So they can have the muscles, I'm an Israelite, going to slavery. But then you ask them to break down something, they can't. You know, you ask them about certain prophecies, they can't tell you about it. You know? So they don't have the breath. Go ahead. Oh.
Yeah, I heard some guys. Go ahead. All right, this is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves and shall know that I am the Lord, their power, for I give them a heart and ears to hear.
Come on, man. So in the land where we were captive at, this is where we had to be taken captive first. And that's when the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, we're the Israelites of the Bible. You know, God's chosen people. And that God, his true name is Yahweh. This is the first time I'm hearing his true name. Yahweh. And his son's name is Yahawashi. He's about to return. Go ahead, brother.
These scripts. Verse 32. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name.
Yeah, he probably.
And that's that breath of life being put back into it. Now, what started with the name of the Lord, understanding that we're Israelites, understanding his law, statutes, commandments, and understanding the prophecy. We totally washed clean so we can go teach that to others.
Right, so look at this. All right, but go ahead, bro. Let's get these interjections real quick.
I got a quick interjection.
Go ahead, look at them.
This is Job chapter 21, verse 13. They spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto Yahweh, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. So people would rather choose a moment in wealth and in luxury in this place of their dainties and stuff like that. What they think is wealth, what they think is knowledge, understanding. But and they try to shoo away the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. But really, what should we doing? Is we should want to spend eternity in wealth, and eternity in riches, and true riches and true wealth is the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, His ways.
Read that again.
Job chapter 21 verse 13. They spend their days in wealth, and in a moment go down to the grave.
So what does that mean? Right? They weren't looking for the riches. They looking for the riches right now. They want to be wealthy now. What does it say? Well, I'm going to them that desire to be rich. Let me interject right quick. This Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. That's why they spend their mind all their time focusing on the wealth here on the earth. Because guess what? Once you get the wealth, you gotta maintain that wealth. And how you gonna maintain it? By keeping your mind on it. By you gotta keep you gotta keep maintaining that riches. I had a cousin. Before he died, he had made $1 million selling drugs. But he said he can't spend $1 because if he spend $1 or if he start hustling, he ain't gonna be a millionaire no more.
Hey, Con, what it say in the book of Sirach? Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, man.
Sirach 31:1, it says, watching for riches consumeth the flesh.
Consumeth the flesh.
And the care thereof driveth away sleep.
Hey, Con, man, so watching for riches consumeth the flesh. You constantly seeking after it, just like the Bishop Canuck said, you constantly seeking after it. Shit, you don't have no time for anything else. As the precept was brought out earlier. You cannot serve Mammon and the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. Why? Because you will love the one and hate the other, man. And that Mammon being the representation of money, man. The monetary system, all right? So, hey, you either gonna rock with the God of money or you want to rock with the God of everything, and that's the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, man.
If I may add on, where it says it takes away your sleep, that's what Steve Harvey was talking about. He was like, if you in California and you wake up at such and such o'clock, the stock market was already opened up. You lose hours of trading on the stock market. You're like, man, fuck all that. But you can tell where his mind is. You can tell that he would rather lose sleep for the sake of some rectangles. He would rather lose sleep for the sake of momentary wealth.
Yeah, that's what what's his name? Kevin Samuels. They say he died from lack of sleep. They said it was the Red Bulls, but that was part of it. You know, but he wasn't sleeping. He was working all the time, man. Now you gotta get your rest. You know what I mean? Right. Body need rest, man.
Man, that goes into the rat race too, because man, you never sleeping, you never get that rest, man, because you got to be up. Yeah. You know, they say live that 5 to 9 to 5, all that BS, man. That's all meant to destroy us, because that's not of our people, man. That's of Esau. Esau always been like that, man.
Yeah, they say it's like if you do the math correctly, it's like 13 months in a year.
God.
What you say? You saw that, right?
It's 12 months in a year, but the way they pay us.
Yeah, we ain't worried about the math. Go ahead.
But the way they work us, they work us a 13-month year, but they pay us for 12 months.
There you go.
So it's a whole month that they haven't paid us, and it's probably that fucking week in the whole shit.
Yep.
Fuck it.
And also, damn, that's deep. And also, the entertainers.
Gone.
You know, they get sent all around. They got to go do all these shows to keep their money. You know, and
man. Because Cat Williams was talking about that, man. He said he couldn't sleep, so he had to do drugs and stuff in order to do his work, because he's a comedian. So you got probably like movies, you got stand up, all that extra stuff, man.
Right.
It's all meant to destroy you.
Just to sustain that wealth and to stay in a certain tax bracket. You know. Okay. So we're gonna get back to this precept too, but we'll work our way around to it. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 24.
Right.
It says, when thou layest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. So, as long as we doing our best to stay on the good side of Yahweh Yahawashi, stay in these scriptures, to follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, our sleep shall be sweet. And there's so many people out here that truly want that. All right, they take pain medication, or they try to drink themselves to sleep, or they try to work themselves to sleep. But all we have to do is stay in the spirit of Yahawashi, and He's going to give us not only not just talking about like a carnal physical sleep, but also just the easing of the mind.
Seems like she got some hands, bro. All right, where was that? The grave. Yeah, coming out of the grave, right? Yeah, didn't suffer him to come out of the grave. Let's read Revelation.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And it says, and they heard a great.
Huh?
And that fear.
No, the fear. That's the point.
Yeah.
The fear that falling on
is us coming out here teaching the truth.
Right. They had the whole world, and now they know they got to end, and now that fear coming on through their pride, they attacked us. That's right.
They didn't fear Martin Luther King. They didn't fear Malcolm X. They don't fear IUIC. They don't fear ISGPK, because guess what? All of them are going according to the system, but they fear the doctrine of Lions and the doctrine of DMX. Because why? It's the truth. It's pure coming from Yahawashi. That's what they fear. They don't even fear us. They fear the spirit of the Lord, and the spirit of the Lord is being revealed through us. That's what they fear. Now they know the Most High exists. They try to make the whole world believe that Yahawashi didn't exist. But us standing up in this great exceeding army, that's the proof of His existence, and that's the way He set it up. That's what's bringing the fear.
Right, man. Right.
Because it ain't just black people, so-called black people coming together. So we try to come together. They didn't fear the Black Panthers.
Oh no.
They don't fear BLM. You know. So what they fear is Yahawashi, because they know they can't tear this apart.
Keep fun that.
Both of y'all got it. You got an injection.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
See that? Go ahead.
Come on.
He promised us that. Go ahead.
And I will lay sinews upon you.
Sinews represent muscles. You know? So imagine a skeleton getting muscles and coming back to life. Go ahead.
And will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin.
Cover you with skin, giving you character. That means calling ourselves Israelites again. Okay, go ahead.
And put breath in you.
And then put the breath in us.
And ye shall live. And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Yep. Something about graves.
Come on.
Bring you out of graves. Cause you come up out of your graves.
I think I passed
it.
I'm gonna just hit verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded. As I was prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them. The skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind.
There you go. Right there. Yeah.
Let's get to verse 12.
Yeah, we'll get it up. There you go.
Right. Verse 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
So, see that? So he calls us to come up out of our graves, meaning the spiritual death. Right? But somebody's congregation of the dead. So let's keep going with this real quick. Revelation 11. So now it makes sense when you read Revelation 11. All right? So you read Revelation 11, start from 8. This is the breakdown for that. Back it up with Ezekiel 37. All right? Let me get this real quick so I can close on that point with the bridge. And then right to yeah, grave part.
This is at the book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations
all the nations together
shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
See that? They didn't allow us to find rest. The Lord calls us to come out of that grave. You see that? Out of that spiritual death. All right.
Isaiah chapter 44, verse 3. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and a flood upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. And they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses. One shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel. That's us being watered, coming up out of those graves, man, in the spirit of Yahawashi. Once that spirit is poured upon his elect. Because not everybody, you're going to have some call themselves Israel, meaning saying they're Israelites, but how many are going to have that breath and have that true water poured upon them, meaning the spirit of Yahawashi?
This Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. So my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They going too far into the knowledge of Esau, the knowledge of the world, to where they had the world in their hearts and they forgot Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi. So Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi is going to forget them and their generation, their children.
Right, man. And the Lord got us, our people over here going by what? Bywords and proverbs. You know? Pronouns. Oh,
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 38. And the next day, behold, a voice called me, saying, Ezra, open thy mouth, and drink that I give thee to drink. Then opened I my mouth, and behold, he reached me a full cup, which was full, as it were, with water, but the color of it was like fire. And I looked, and I took it and drank, and when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding, and wisdom grew in my breast, for my spirit strengthened my memory, and my mouth was open and shut no more.
Right, so it said, it was like a cup of fire. He talking about when you get what they call a flame of Dr. Pepper, when he cut on fire. But that's the true spirit of the Lord being instilled in the elect, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna separate the just and the unjust, right, by what they speak out of their mouth. So Esau finna drink up the other cup though. What is that time? Of the cup of slavery, the cup of the fury of Yahweh. We've already drunk about that cup.
It's gonna be real fire.
This is real fire. Go ahead, yes, more on
it. Verse 42. It says, the highest gave understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that were told, which they knew not. Which they knew not. And they sat 40 days, and they wrote in the day and at the night. That was it. Yeah, that was it.
What else? You had a point on this one.
Hey, no, you hit the dead on the head. But man, hey, that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi giving us that knowledge and wisdom and understanding, the ability to get out here and to be able to freely receive and freely give, man. Yep. All right. So, therefore, what we receive, this knowledge and wisdom, understanding of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, we get out here and give it, man. That way, everybody else can wake up and be able to push forth the word, man. Each one, reach one, teach one.
Right. It's like the Lord giving us keys to the chains. And people like, nah, man. Nah. I'll keep my chains how it is. I'm gonna stay in Egypt. Yeah, Stockholm. Yep, Stockholm Syndrome. But the Lord gave us the keys, man, to be able to free our people. All right. You got something?
I did. Back up that point. This is the book of Romans, chapter 10, start of verse 14. how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Right.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
See, Esau knew that. That's why going back to the point. They wanted to keep us spiritually dead. They didn't want us reading. They didn't want us to find that rest. All right, you want to make a point? You brought up? Yep. Well, read again. Read a little bit more.
Verse 15. And how shall they preach except they be sent?
See that? So a lot of these people, look at all these people calling themselves preachers. Look at that shit. Peanut gallery. Look at them, man. How can they preach except they be sent, man? They like legion. You know what I mean? Like a fungus. Look at all them, man. They wicked. Golly, this is nothing compared to all the preachers on earth preaching. Egyptology. You know what I mean? Christianity. All the names, you know, all the religions, huh? Astrology. That's heavy right now in America. Scientology. And the Lord told us not to follow oppositions of science, falsely so-called. Because the word science just means knowledge, but that's not the true knowledge of Yahawashi and creation. You know, they try to say the earth is millions of years old. The earth only really 9,000 years old. Well, you can go back to the creation of the heavens and earth. The heavens too, it take you to 14,000 years old. So everything goes, you can count it right back to Adam. All right, go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men.
There you go. Their job is to be the net that catch us. That catch our people. And who's holding that net? Esau, them Europeans. They hold the net. And man, it says it can be yeah, man. Ooh, yeah, that one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Psalms 10.
Come, man. You got it? Bring that up. Yeah, come. Let me get back to the point right after this. Psalms 10.
Yeah, Psalms 10 and 8. Not 10. Somewhere around there. Like 10 and 3. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10. His ways are
oh, no. Verse 9.
Verse 9?
Yeah, 8.
8? All right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 10, verse 8. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murdereth the innocent.
Yep. That's what the police.
His
eye. They got that set up. All the spirits that leaped out of the mouth of the dragon, that's what this is talking about right here. The military, the banking system, and their religious system. They use that to keep our people asleep and also put to death with the police and such and on and on. Go ahead.
His eyes are privily set against the poor.
See, his eyes are always set against us. We represent the poor. All right, go ahead.
He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
Yep.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
Who got the net? Esau. What happened when the Black Panthers was fighting? What was the name? What was that? No, who was ruling at that time? The president.
Truman?
Hoover. It was Hoover. I was about to say Roosevelt, but it was Hoover. Yeah. And what did he say? He said what? He was looking for a Messiah. At the beginning of that Judas and the Black Messiah movie, if you go back, you ain't see that yet? Check it out. And on that movie, they show how Hoover was looking for a Messiah amongst our people. They like, somebody's driving this, man. Just like if you see a bunch of ants, you know they got a leader somewhere, you know? Or if you see a bunch of bees, you know I don't like saying queen, but the queen bee is somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself, and that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
See that? So he crouches and humbles themselves. They step out of the picture, and then they put up this, the religious system. They put this in your face. They put AI systems in your face. They put the media in your face. They put entertainment, TV, television. They tell you the vision through that while they hide in their place. You know? Go ahead.
He hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten.
They think the Lord forgot us. But what's that? Let's get Romans 11 real quick. See, the Lord never forget us. We said as the earth was ever done away with. Yeah, let's get these real quick. Oh, dang, the point. Let's go back to it.
Romans 11.
Yeah,
7. Romans 11 and 7.
Romans 11:7. Go ahead, brother.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7.
No.
What then?
No. 11 and 1.
Salakia. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 1.
Yep. Can you get on the sun?
It's bro. Oh,
I say then, hath Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Right. So at that point in time, they're like, you know what I'm saying? Well, how you bringing in the Gentiles, meaning the Israelites that were in the Gentile state of mind? Have you forgotten about us? This is what the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees, and Sadducees